Jim, I've been wondering about this ankle bracelet and how it could be incorporated into the penal system that we have. The jail system that we have now is such a burden to the taxpayers that in the future it's just going to be unsustainable. And we read in novels and on TV about the ankle criminals being on ankle bracelets. And I think we ought to be asking the question as how we could incorporate that here in Texas. And I think a discussion should be going on, and the question is, why isn't there a discussion going on, both here at the local level in the courthouses between the sheriff and the judges, and in Austin at the Jail Standards Commission, and to see how it could help us locally.
Dr. Bratcher, you served on a citizens committee to study the efficacy and the cost of building a new jail as demanded by the state, and they came up with $9.75 million, something our local county commissioners turned down. And this is will be satisfied by a general obligation bond election in November. What do you predict will be the outcome of that?
Well, I think that with with what's going on in Washington and our taxes increasing at an exponential rate, soon to, Jim, many countries in Europe now are at the 75 to 80% tax rates, and here in Bosque County, I don't think the mood is to increase taxes at all. And so I don't think that the people understand all the issues involved in housing prisoners. So I predict that this issue will be voted down.
And that will be a net result of a cost of, did you say, did your committee calculate about $20 million over the course of the amount of time it would take to live out the mortgage on a new jail? That your transport costs, your housing costs, and other counties that are up standards.
I don't recall the.
But it was substantially more than the cost of building a new jail.
Oh, you mean housing the prisoners out of...
And transporting them and...
Yes, it would not be any cheaper not having a jail. And it's my understanding that our current jail is not acceptable and will be closed upon the termination of our efforts to build a new jail, which means that we'll be like Coryell County and have to house our prisoners out of county. And I think they're paying like $45 a prisoner daily.
Thank you, Dr. Bratcher.